has been a remarkable journey when we started 2 years back. As he just mentioned that we started this whole thing during the pandemic when most of the businesses were struggling actually to run their business. We started a new business. Uh, but there is a history to it. Okay, what we started was a result of last 7 years of very actively angel investing ourselves. So me and Gaurav was very actively investing in startups. I was most of the time working with the founders, so I used to work with founders, select the best opportunities for investors, and on the other side, Gaurav was always working with the investor community, telling them about this asset class, going to tier 2, tier 3 cities, okay, and helping local business community to come into the mainstream. So with that mindset, that one side on founder side, one person educating the other side of the community, which is investors, we started with a vision of can we create a connected community where investors and founders can talk to each other, okay, have conversations, engagement, and in the process, we reach to a level where investors are very happily want to invest in the companies, okay, and the whole process we wanted to be a knowledge driven, okay, so that we were continuously educating the investors because it's a new asset class in India. People don't know about it. So our one of the major focus was not only in investment transactions, but actually in counseling the community. And this whole idea worked, okay, because prior to that, never ever in India, any investor network or a platform or a fund has taken a community approach. People were always building communities in closed door situations. So they used to call investors in a closed door situations like this and used to invite startups, and the engagement was happening in a closed door. Nobody knew basically how it works, what are the do's and don'ts. And even they were not encouraging their own investors to talk to each other. They always wanted to control the ecosystem. We changed this. Right from the very first day, we created a very open community where investors were allowed to talk to each other, form basic investment thesis, learn from each other's investment style, and the whole idea actually really become almost a viral when we started this company. And the result that today when you see that we already have invested in 100 companies and we have created an ecosystem which is not only in India, it has gone in 40 countries across the world. There are 430 cities across the world. And out of these 430 cities, more than 100 cities are outside India. So imagine a person who is sitting in France, in Paris, and he wants to invest in Indian startup companies. One, he didn't had a platform to easily reach out to and discover opportunities. Second, he didn't had a motivation or encouragement to directly talk to the founders, okay. And third is there was no way he can connect to the other fellow investors, like-minded people in India or abroad. So this is a kind of like an open source community that we created, which resulted into such support and love and response that we are getting from all over the world. We have covered 40 cities this year. Okay, we have gone to cities like Bilaspur, Raipur, Chhattisgarh I'm talking about, okay, and tier 1 cities also. So Bombay, Bangalore, Delhi, everybody goes, but nobody is going to cities like Bhilwara, Kota. So we are going to those cities and bringing the local ecosystem, the local business community, okay, being a part of this ecosystem. So this is one side of what we are doing. On the other side, we are going to cities like Dubai and Singapore and Hong Kong and China, just trying to bring the Indian expat community into the startup ecosystem. So it's like, while investing is the outcome that we are chasing, we are building the community on ground. And we knew that this work cannot be done without technology. So right from the very first day, we were making a platform. This technology platform we launched 6 months back. The platform name is invest.com. This is spelled like invest.com, invest.com. This is an open technology platform, first of its kind in the entire world. There is no such platform where you can discover deals, you can invest, you can do the entire transaction. Then you can also network with people and can manage your own portfolio also. So it's like investing, networking, and managing your portfolio all at one single dashboard driven kind of experience. This is what we have built. I feel today our strongest point, although we are number one in country. This year, all quarterly reports, we have been the most active investor network of the country. But that's not what we take pride. We take pride in creating this open source community where people are exchanging ideas, they are joining hands. Our investors are not only passively investing in companies, but they are becoming partners. They are helping the founders to grow big. And I think that is, I feel, is the biggest achievement of what we have made, where people are freely basically coming and talking to each other. And in this direction, one thing that I just wanted to highlight, that we are not only conducting workshops and webinars online and offline when we go to these either tier 2, tier 3, tier 4 cities, or we go abroad. We have taken it seriously, and we have joined hands with IIM Lucknow just to create India's first program, a structured certification program on angel investing. That means when we go to these cities and we call people and educate them, and when they get excited about it, the next question is that how they can take this interest forward. So the technology, that platform that we created, that is solving one problem so that they can stay connected, they can learn from the peers, and they can find their own interest, okay, deals and opportunity, and they can take their own decisions to make investments. So ease of investing is already there, but on the education side, we have formed that program that I'm talking about, that we have made only for angel investors with IIM Lucknow. That was basically a transformational mindset that I'm talking about. That we are very, very conscious about the fact that we don't want our investors to lose money. This is a risky asset class. Gaurav himself, because he comes from a chartered accountant background, right from the day one, he was very, very particular about that we need to build a company on a very regulatory framework, a compliance base. We should be very conscious about what we are telling people, because people feel that they should follow what we have done. He himself is one of the leading angel investor of the country. 100 investments he has done personally from his pocket. I've done 50 investments. So even before, when we started the company, both of us have already invested in more than 120 companies. So with that experience, we have actually approached this entire thing. We have 3 more co-founders with us, in total a team of 5. We have now team size of 55. We have venture partners who have become partners and who have invested in our company, almost 70 of them. So together as a team, we are building this, and I'm very happy to share that we have now reached to a level where we have launched a regulatory framework funds, and I want Gaurav to talk about it. It is a transformational thing that with technology and now with these funds and the community, we have a full stack solution to anyone basically wants to start their angel investing journey. Even like tomorrow, if you yourself basically wants to understand this asset class, I can tell you, I think you will not find a platform like this where information is there, openness is there, transparency is there, and there is a regulatory framework. And now that this fund, I think we are leaping into a very, very different a level, both the side of community. So angels, if you ask me how many angels we have in Telangana and Andhra region, so I think there will be, I think, roughly around 350 odd angel investors who are already part of our community. We have 5 partners here, people like who have invested in the parent company and who are now like holding our flag here. And on the startup side, we have 2 very big success stories that we already invested few years back in those companies, and now they have become an inspiration for a lot of others. So the first company is the company named HESA, HESA, HESA. This company is working in rural supply chain. They are connecting the village economy to a urban economy or city economy. When we invested 1 year back in this company, they were doing 3 crore rupees a month transaction. Today, after 1 year, okay, and we are like actively supporting this company. Not only we have invested capital in that, we have invested twice in this 1 year, again in this company. Today, they are doing 200 crore rupees of transaction every month. That is a kind of impact in rural economy. They have created 45,000 micro entrepreneurs in villages. In 45,000 villages, they have created a huge network of entrepreneurship. So that's the kind of impact that we are able to create by joining hands with companies from this region. Another company is Cusmat, which is a technology company, deep tech, AR, VR, simulation company. Today, they have become one of the pioneer offering this solution. They are offering simulation training enterprise solution to some of the largest companies of this country. And both these companies have been multiple times funded in the last 1.5 years, 2-3 times they have got funded. Every 6 months, I think investors have interest in this. So both of these are inspirational stories that we have from this region. 50 investments in next few years. This year itself, next 12 months, we want to invest in at least 10 to 15 companies from here. But uniquely investors, say startups, if you ask me, 72 companies. In some companies, we have invested in more than one times, like HESA and Cosmet, we invested twice.
Okay.
In fact, we are investing in HESA third time, sir. So this year itself, we have made 67 investments in total. The aggregate investment is more than 100 crores this year. 67 companies, 67 investments this year.
That is worth 100 crore.
100 crores, sir.
Okay.
So average, if you ask me, around 1.5 crore is our average ticket size. In some companies, we have invested as high as 10 crore. In some, we have invested just 50 lakhs, 70 lakhs. Average is around 1.5 to 2 crores. That's we have, sir, right now 6,500 investors who are there on our platform. These are highly curated. They are the guys, we are not just listed them. They are the people who are coming to our offline events. They are coming to our online pitch sessions. Every month, we organize a Zoom call pitch session where we present 3 companies and we invite all our investor community. So roughly around 500 investors participate in these pitch sessions, and we engage them directly. They evaluate these companies, ask questions, and then we have further rounds of more deep dive. So these investors are not just numbers, these are very active people who are engaged. We are just 2-year-old portfolio, sir, but one thing, I mean, good you touched this point. See, earlier, angels were only investing in companies which were very early, 0 to 1 year of, or low valuation. So if I give you a context, people were not comfortable like investing in companies which valued more than 25-30 crores. But today, they're because we are giving so much of transparent information and we are like investing again and again in the companies, we have a history of working with those founders. People are so committed that in a company, this month itself, there is a company called Zip Electric. They are $140 million company, more than 1,000 crore company. We invested in their last round also when they were just $30 million company. And that time we invested only 3.5 crores. This month, when we are investing in such a Series B round, our angels are invested 2 million in this company. So imagine this, that is a kind of sentiment change, okay, in India. In terms of Sunicons, if you ask me, we have 4 companies which are considered. So Blue Smart is one of them, Zip is one of them. There are other companies which are getting into that circle of high valuations. So out of the 72 companies that we have invested, almost 70% of our founders have a background coming from small towns. So that's just a fact that I wanted to share. And 25% of these founders are female founders. Again, basically a statistics that I wanted to share with you that we are very proud of it. This is best in the world. If you check any of the fund portfolio, they do not have that kind of representation from female founders. So these 2 things I just wanted to share. There's 72 investments, different companies that we made. They come from 12 different sectors. Hyderabad itself, this Telangana region, I already mentioned 2 companies. One is agrotech, the other one is a deep tech company, okay. So we are looking that, if you ask me that which are the sectors which are showing more prominence here, showing more promise to us. So I think agri is one, food and agri, if I combine these 2. Then a lot of technology companies we are looking at here, SaaS companies which are building basically enterprise solution. So that we are looking at here. Mobility, EV companies. Okay, both sides, the battery side also and the product side also. So we are looking at, we have a very strong portfolio, 7 investments we have made in that. And then climate tech and clean tech. So these are like some of the sectors where we are focusing right now. So next year we are targeting that through our own platform, and now that what we mentioned, we are not using our own fund and the technology and the community, these 3 things that we have built. We are not using it only for our investments. We are offering this to other syndicates, other family offices, small groups. So for tomorrow, like 5 of you wants to start basically investing in companies. So I can give you all 3, okay? So I can give you a technology, a white label product to you so that you can bring your own community, your own deals there. And I can giving you a regulatory SEBI approved fund also to syndicate money. So with this, now we are reaching out to other syndicates and networks, okay? So next year you can see around 200 companies being funded either directly by us or through our platform and fund. So 200 companies, 2023 are going to be funded through our fund and platform.